BRCA.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday he came out with a list.
Hey, I didn't speak some interesting trio.
And
Did you hear it?
Otuado.
Oh,
nice.
Wait, I'm coming.
I'm here to hear that version.
This one, you will have to hear it. I was shocked. I'm like, hey, okay, tree. Wow. It was almost German tree. I wasn't sure what I was hearing.
Just like when Stephen Appiah speaks English, you know that hey, that's the Italian man.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought you meant something else. Okay.
Oh no.
Otuado tree is here. Please. For all of you who missed Otuado's tree, here it is.
Farmer lion. Because me goalkeeper coach, but we are plan there to say line, but to go young goalkeeper so until but almost make sure say oba training distributions. No? But in general, Brian me coach 2022. Who was statistics and so on? How was the statistics? Okay. We sure say don't worry.
It's sarcastic, eh?
Oh, okay. Now says Otuado was overtaken Bobby.
No. We have some kind of laughter. The moment the person start laughing, you sitting yourself where you also start
it's
laughing.
It's infectious, yeah.
The laughter is always funny.
Come and sit down. Oh God.
Now they do kill person. I understand that the captain of the Black Star, Andrea,
yes,
it's been spoken to and all that.
Yeah. Well, it was once Stephen Appiah, and then it got to Asamoah Gyan. Then after Asamoah Gyan, there was Andre Didiayu.
I think
it's called times and seasons.
Yeah, for me, Andre has done a lot for this nation. But
congratulations to
you
him.
look at elsewhere, Luka Modric is still playing the way his country adore him and all that. We should find a way to deal with our experience and old players. Ayu, we know it's not the Ayu we knew before.
Yeah.
So if we want to fade him out of the Black Stars, it should be peaceful. We should celebrate him because
has this not been peaceful?
And I think this is a very good step for me. I'll commend Otuado for having taken that step, move all the way to France, have that engagement with him and all that.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's a sportsmanship. And then it's a respect that we have for him that Otuado has, as it was, started leading. They are used, they've done a lot for this. I'm one person who always say that if you call the two are used into the Black Stars, start one of them. Don't start both of them. Start one of them. It's either Ayu or Jordan. If you put both of them on the pitch, it's somewhere, especially when Ayu with the age that he is. But I love them.
Oh, yes. Look, point is, and see, a lot of us forget, but those two have been around the Black Stars
quite long
since 2007. Yes. I think Jordan joined about 2010.
Yeah, Jordan is later on, but Ayu
was 2007.
2008.
Yeah. It was not in 2007. It was after I think under 17 or under
20. It was under 20.
No, under 20 was in 2009.
Yes, when I was 17.
But he joined the Black Stars before he went to play for under 20 and then came back. Yeah. He's been around since 2007. Long time. So 17 years.
It is not for any reason that he is the most capped player for our national team.
Yeah.
And he's paid his dues.
He has.
We need to, as it were.
He has.
Give him what is due.
On another day, we can talk about who's been our best captain in the millennia. But that's for another day.
That one is, we have a tall list that we want to talk about. Kudos to the Ayus and then Otuado for taking that step.
So now, Arsenal's Thomas Partey is the captain.
Yes, Thomas Partey is back in the Black Stars.
But will he be brittle and consistent?
But Thomas Partey,
will he be strong and consistent?
He will.
I hope so.
He will. We pray for him that whatever is happening to him, he'll find his feet and then play. We'll see him the way whatever energy, and then the commitment that he gives to us now, he'll give the same to the Black Star. Okay. I don't blame him when he comes to the Black Star and he doesn't give you the performances that he gives to us now. Also because of the personnel around him. You get it, and how the coach wants you to play. Elsewhere is different because you've been playing with but in our national
I've always contended that anyway. Look, we can do sports. I have always contended that Thomas Tay Partey is not a 6. He's an 8.
It's an 8, yes, box to box.
Any day he's an 8.
It's a box to box.
And consistently, we've put him at 6. That overly exposes him.
Yes.
If you put him at 8, he's a progressive passer.
Yes.
He knows how to take spaces. He knows when to shoot, when to give a dummy, a shape pass, all that. So
you want to watch him on a half turn.
Yeah.
When people are
and close to the box.
Oh, Charlie,
he is super.
That penetrative passes.
Yeah.
We love him for that. We only pray that he will stay fit.
Yeah.
If Partey is fit,
that's the prayer.
He said when they signed him, he said he want to defend like Michael Essien and attack like is he Yaya Toure? Yeah, Yaya Toure.
So play Rice at 6. Play Partey and Odegaard as your free 8. You see things.
Yes, but of course, it's also the coach during training session what the coach will look out for and all that.
Anyway.
You notice like that goal he scored against Tottenham. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant.
Brilliant.
Anyway, we've celebrated Partey and Arsenal. It's okay. Let's move on to what's happening in the courts. Yesterday, the matter of the JB Danquist killers came up. What happened in court?
Yes. So yesterday, Sexy Dondon yesterday was in court.
Okay.
And that was the third time we expect Sexy Dondon to man the witness box and continue with his evidence in chief. Now he's speaking on 2 different occasions. He has said something. The first one was how he made a lot of money and they wanted to go and have fun, and he went to meet some prostitutes and all that. That ended. And then the second story was in relation to how he managed to get himself into the office of Dampare, ASP Kofi Sapon, and then Efia Tenge, where he was attacked by ASP Kofi Sapon and all that. And so we expect that he will continue. And yesterday, rightly so, he was in court. But unfortunately, the issue of the absence of the jurors took a toll on this case. You know, it is a jury trial, and then the jurors are on strike over some 10-month allowances, unpaid allowances. So yesterday, before Justice Lydia Osemafo, the case was adjourned. The court is hopeful, or the court is hoping that by June 10, the case has been adjourned to June 10. By June 10, the jurors probably will be settled, and then they will be back to court for the continuation of this case. His lawyers have indicated at least they will need about 2 or 2.5 sittings to be able to tell their story. After that, prosecution led by Mrs. Sefako Bache, a principal state attorney, will subject him to cross-examination. What is clear for now is that he has not indicated that he will call witnesses. So all that we do know that Daniel Esiedu, after testifying, when he's done with his evidence in chief, what his rule or what he know about this case is done, he will be subjected to cross-examination, and then the court will have a decision to make by way of ordering the parties to file their final written submissions. They will be given time to orally address the jury, and then the court will have to sum up the trial, and then they will retire for their verdict. So we are much more closer to judgment, or we are much more closer to the end of the case than it started. But of course, it will depend on how soon the jurors are available for this case to progress. If the jurors have been around, I can assure you that by now, the court probably will be fixing a date for oral addresses, or fixing a date for summing up. So that's what happened yesterday. The case has been adjourned to June 10th, hoping that the jurors will be available that day.
All right. The Cobalt case, the one involving Seydou Agungo, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And
What's
then
become of that case as well?
Dr. Stephen Kwabnopuni,
Yes.
and then Agricort Ghana Limited. So this matter is in relation to the purchase of little bit liquid fertilizer, which prosecution witnesses, some of them have described it as worthless, and it's even served as a drinking water for some of the farmers. So it's telling you that it is not efficient. The efficacy level was too low. But of course, Dr. Stephen Kwabnopuni called 10 witnesses, closed his case, said we are going to go now, and then Agricort are now calling their witnesses. So the 4th defense witness for Seydou Agongo and Agricort, second and third accused person, is in the witness box, and he's done with his evidence in chief, all that he knew about the matter. Now he's facing cross-examination from lawyers of Dr. Stephen Kwabnopuni, led by Samuel Kojo. So before Justice Abuaje Tando, that case came on yesterday, and the witness was subjected to further cross-examination. It will back again for continuation.
Okay. The beige bank case, the matter of the 61 witnesses, where are we on that as well?
So the seventh witness was yesterday testified and was discharged. Yesterday, her testimony was just very brief, straightforward. So she was the chief finance officer for one of the subsidiaries of the Bench Group, DYI, and some amount of 6 million Ghana cedis was transferred from First Africa Savings and Loans to that particular facility. And one of the charges that prosecution said that the accused person, as it were, stole that particular money. And so the witness was in court yesterday to provide document, to provide how that particular money, which was sent to the DYI, was expended. Document exhibit to show that after all the monies, that 6 million that was sent to that company, none of them, not even a CD, was sent or was given to Michael Nyineku, who is the accused person. So the long and short is that that particular money that was transferred from the First African Savings and Loan to the DYI, a subsidiary of the Bench Group, none of these monies, none, not even the peso, went to Michael Nyineku. So the charge that he stole that particular money cannot be true. So she has been discharged. The case was expected, or is expected to come on tomorrow, but something is happening tomorrow. There's enrollment tomorrow. New lawyers are being called to the bar tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Yes. And I'm a governor. And you know that lady. Her luck shined. So tomorrow she's part of the court. So because of that, this very case will not come on, because Justice Efia Sewa Saribuchi will be at that function.
Okay.
So on Monday, this case will resume again. So the seventh defense witness for Michael Nyineku yesterday was in court, gave evidence in chief, and cross-examined, and she has been discharged. So we expect the 8th to come on Monday.
All right, that's for that particular case.
The Bench one.
That's for the Bench case and what's going on in that respect. What about the case of the week, the ambulance case?
The ambulance case, yes. So we all know what has been happening, what is happening, and all that. The court admonished the parties to stay out of the case, talking about the case in public and commenting on issues that will scandalize the courts. But of course, that did not stop the NDC from organizing a press conference to, as it were, bring out a tape, a supposed conversation that took place between the Attorney General and the Richard Jakpa, the third accused person. And so the NPP also responded. Many have made a point that the Attorney General should step down, he should resign, the President should, as it were, show him the exit. And so the Deputy Attorney General was against, at the last court sitting, I asked him what his personal take on that. And he said, it is a decision that the Attorney General himself will have to make. As we speak, he's not in the country, he's on an assignment out of the country. And so yesterday he met journalists, and a similar question was posed to him, and said, look, as we speak, we as in the prosecution is so resolute. Whatever is happening outside, it doesn't affect the case in court. Attorney General, after his international assignment, be back in the country to be part of the case and all that. So for the AG and then the attorney, the cause for him to resign is still resolute, he's still working, and he'll continue to do what he does best. But the case in court and whatever they are saying, especially after the court admonished them, will not affect him. Let's take and hear from the Deputy Attorney General, Alfred Tuyayeboah, yesterday when he met with journalists.
The Attorney General is very reasonable, very firm, very healthy, undertaking his duties as the Attorney General, currently out of jurisdiction, and very soon will be back to continue his duties as Attorney General. We are in court, and cases of this nature are fought. We have closed our case in that matter. The first accused person has closed his case. The third accused person is in the witness stand and that goes for examination. So that's where our focus is. the NDC wants him to. The audios have, if there are any, have nothing to do with what we are doing in court. And the judge yesterday made it known to all of us that what we are doing in court is different from what we are doing in the public space. That's political. Our focus is to do what we are supposed to do in court for it to get to the end of this matter. It's not in doubt. We issued a statement within the week. You've heard our spokesperson. Very true. Circumstance that led to that kind of conversation. And then we think nothing untoward was said as I speak now.
All right, so that's the Deputy Attorney General.
Yes, I've read Chiayebua yesterday. He's clarifying issues. He said, look, nothing was said in that tape. The case before the court is still what they have. They will still channel their energy and fight the case to the end. So yesterday, he gave more updates in relation to this very case, which has become the talk of town. A lot of people are talking about it.
It's a matter of high public political
Absolutely.
interest.
A lot is happening in relation to that. You've had lawyers talking, people with law backgrounds are talking, governance experts are talking, politicians are talking, businessmen are talking, even sports men and women are also talking. Virtually everybody is wading into that controversy.
All right. Now to what's coming up today.
Yes.
The Ofosu Ampofu, that's Bras Sami Foto, former national chairman of the National Democratic Congress, NDC.
Absolutely.
Samuel Ofosu
Yes.
Ampofu. His matter in court on the leak tape is on.
Yes.
What's to happen today?
So on April 25, that was the last time that this case was called. This year.
Okay.
Before Justice Samuel Esiedu. Currently, he is a justice of the Supreme Court. Now, prosecution in relation to this is a matter that they accused. Supposedly, there was an audio tape that came up, and they are alleged to have said that they wanted to assault the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, and then the Peace Council chairman. And so they were arraigned. Prosecution called 3 witnesses, closed their case. The court held that there is a prima facie evidence for the accused persons to open their defense. But it's been over a year now, ever since the court made that order for the accused persons to open their defense. It's been forth and back. Samuel Ofosu Ampofu has been out of the country to have some surgeries and all that. At the last court sitting, the lawyers indicated that yes, 3 weeks from April 25, Samuel Ofosu Ampofu would be in the country. The court that day said that if he wasn't in the country that day, the second accused person, Anthony Kwekubuahin, a deputy communications officer, should be prepared to, as it were, open his defense today. But the news is that Samuel Ofosu Ampofu is back in the country. When he arrived at the airport, our cameras were there, caught up with him, and I said, now he's fit. He thanked virtually everybody. So today we expect that once he's in the country, and rightly so as predicted by his lawyers led by Tony Later, he'll be in court today, and the expectation is that today Samuel Ofosu Ampofu will mount the witness box and open his defense in relation to charges about this very case. So that is what we are anticipating, and that's what we expect before Justice Samuel Osiedu, the Justice of the Supreme Court, who is dealing or handling this matter as an additional High Court judge.
Now there's also the SNIT OBS case.
Yes.
Remind us what the case is and what to expect today in court.
So this is a matter that they said some time ago, SNIT intended to buy some information system technology for its activities, and they noticed that something that was within the sum of 30 million plus ballooned to around 66 million, and so they were charged for causing financial loss to the state, Ernest Thompson and some 4 others. And that case is before the court, presided over by Justice Henry Anthony Kofi. Currently, he's also a justice of the Supreme Court and the president of Association of Magistrates and Judges. And what is happening currently is that the 10th prosecution witness, which of course is the very last of the witnesses that they will call in, and as predicted, if you are the type that have been following cases in court, you notice that anytime prosecution calls the investigator, it means that they are about to close their case. Normally, the investigator will be their last witness because he or she will be the one to have interacted with virtually everybody in this whole case. So you come to court and summarize all that has happened in relation to the case. As we speak, he is the 10th witness. He has given his evidence in chief with attached document, exhibit some interactions that he had with all the accused persons and all that. All of them have been tendered, and the court is dealing with that. So currently, he is done with his evidence in chief, and he's facing cross-examination from lawyers of Mr. Ernest Thompson, led by Samuel Kujo. So today, we expect that to continue today, and then once he's done with his cross-examination, the second accused person will also continue until all the 5 are done, and then prosecution will have to close their case. And after that, that is where the court will determine whether a prima facie evidence has been established by way of the witnesses who have come to court on the face of all that they have said. And if there's none, then the court will acquit and discharge the accused person. But if the court thinks that there are questions for the accused persons to answer before the court assess both of them, then they will be called upon to open their defense. But as we speak today, we expect lawyers of Ernest Thompson, the former Director General of SNIT, to subject the 10th prosecution witness, who is the investigator, to further cross-examination.
Okay, all right. So that's for the case in court today.
Absolutely. And then, of course, those that for now we may not be privy to, but you chance on them. It happens much more often. You're passing by, and then 42 High Court in that building is not easy. So
anything is possible.
Anything is possible. As before you passing by, before you realize you are passing by, and there's a hint, something is happening, and before you realize. Most of the big cases that I always bring, most of them I have no idea. You just be walking around the corridors of the court,
snatch it.
You just chance on them and all that.
You get it.
Absolutely.
You are the man, man.
Charlie,
you are the man.
Eric Ten Hag is doing a very good job.
You can't resist it, can you?
We look forward to see what.
You just can't resist it, can you?
What will be happening next season? Next season is going to be a very competitive league that Arsenal is going to emerge the champion. So you guys shouldn't disappoint.
Every year you take care of yourself. This will be the year. This will be the year. This will be the year. We have not even
So
said.
saw your reaction when you guys won the FA Cup. So no problem.
Yeah.
Leave us alone.
The score is now 14-13. I know.
14-13, and
Yeah,
we're still ahead
for the
of
FA
you.
Cup, yeah.
Until you get to 14, then you come and have a conversation.
No,
now that you are not up to
As of
14,
now, I can tell you.
You are not even a headache.
No problem.
You are not a headache. The headache is the next trophy.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, your head is not even Pep.
No.
You're not praying that Pep should leave.
No, I'm not praying. He should be there.
Oh, okay.
We want to retire him.
With
Yeah,
what?
we want to retire Pep.
He have gone against him twice. You've lost.
I said we want to retire him. Arsenal will be the one to retire
Wow,
Pep
look at that.
from
Look at
English
that.
football.
Anyway, that's Murtala Inusah bringing us court today.